Hey, Libra, you're interesting. I feel like you're getting ready to reveal something with the cards that I've pulled out. I feel like, I feel like you're getting ready to reveal something. I don't know when that is. Like when I say getting ready to reveal, you could be in the process of just continuing to keep something hidden so that when it's time to reveal it, you can reveal it because you're wearing a mask. You're wearing a mask. That's the energy of you right now. But you're wearing a mask, but there's also this real purity and innocence here that exists with it. You're not okay. So here's the other thing. You're not wearing a mask for any like negative reason here, but you are hiding something. This is the thing that's interesting. I think you're doing something for your family. You're doing something for family. You're doing something for loved ones. You're doing something for friends. Okay, here's a way that I want to make a little story here that's going to kind of like solidify what this energy feels like to me that I'm looking at for you. It's almost as if to say, let's imagine that you, I don't know, you felt like you needed to make more money, okay? Let's just say you felt like you needed to make more money, but you didn't want your family to worry because you didn't want them to go, why? Why do you feel like we need to make more money? We don't have enough money? What's going on? You don't want to create that sort of stress. Not to say that it's right, like you should probably share financial situations if you're in a marriage or something. You probably want to share that. But anyways, let's just say, okay, right, for all in good intents and purposes. But you can't get any more hours where you work, okay? Like you can't. And so you decide, I'm going to get a secondary job here. I'm going to get a secondary job and I'm just going to tell my family or tell my husband or tell my wife that I'm working overtime. I'm just getting overtime pay. Because it would also too like raise the red flag. Well, why are you getting a second job? Like, right? So you're avoiding all of that. But it is because it's like you are doing something here. I want to say it's difficult. It's a challenge, but it's also you're doing hard work here. Like this is what it's all about. This is the situation, okay, that you're dealing with. And this is your energy. So it's kind of like, all right. I'm just going to say that there's a big project at work. And so I'm going to need to work overtime a lot of nights now, right? So you're not being truthful about why, right? You're not being truthful, but there's a purity and innocence because you're like, I just feel like maybe we need more money, or maybe you want to buy like your partner a new car or something like that. I don't know, right? But to have that money to do that, you need to make more money. I'm just gonna make more. I don't know. Maybe even open a secret bank account. I don't know what the fuck this energy is. I just know that you're coming across as you don't have any ill intent here. That's what I'm really getting with this. It's like you are hiding something. Now here's the thing. There's others are also hiding things around you. Because when we put a mask on, as much as we like to think that nobody can tell that I'm wearing this mask, there's even, I want to say, a subconscious level of the people around you that know that. They're like something, right? And the conscious part of people around you could, just say, I don't want to know why my Libra is, living a double life or doing something here that they're not being truthful. I don't want to know. And I don't know. I feel like too with Libra, I feel like you're almost like puppy dogs. Like, I would say like Scorpio could be like a cat. Like, I'm not going to reveal anything and you won't fucking know. That'd totally be like a cat or Scorpio. Yeah, I would know. I just feel like with Libra, like you would always want to be fair. And you probably think about that. You thought, even though I'm doing this, it's a good thing for the family, or it's a good thing for my partner. It's a good thing for me and my friends, but I don't want anyone to worry because they might worry, or I don't want to flag them to this. But I'm going to have to be a little bit untruthful. And it's almost like a dog. Like there's a part of you, like I can always tell when my dog Lily is lying. And when I say she's lying, it's usually about she's picked something up on the walk that she knows she shouldn't have. And I don't see her pick it up, but her body language changes immediately to trying to pretend that she doesn't have something in her mouth. the time. I'm like, I can tell you have something in your mouth now because you're trying to pretend that you don't. Just be normal. There's a part of me that feels like Libra can't fully do that. When it comes to dishonesty, it's like Lily. She's like, oh, I found a cookie. It was one time she had, and she picked up, it was a big piece of a Boston cream donut. It's like, how the fuck did you get that? And she walked in and she could be pretty quick. Like, oh, pick it up. She got floppy ears. I didn't see what happened. She's smelling shit all the time. But she immediately starts walking like, and her head will be, I'm like, oh, I know, because just stop. What do you have? What do you have? That's what I feel like the subconscious is going on with people around you. The subconscious has been activated. But it's kind of like, I know why Libra would be keeping something from you. I don't even think it gets to that part of the brain. They just let shit go. You know, we do that in relationships and stuff all the time. We just let stuff go, like small things over and over and over again. Keep that in mind, because like that's the other interesting message that comes out with this mask, is that you aren't the only one wearing a mask here. So sometimes I feel like, you know, if we think we're keeping a secret or we think somebody doesn't know, sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. And there's a lot of innocence behind this, though. So it's okay. It could also be, so here's the other thing with the innocence. It's like my dog, Lily. They just can't lie. Dogs cannot lie. It's written on their face. It's written on their body language. It's written on their tail. They came to Earth. I cannot tell a lie. I really cannot. There's something about you like that. I just feel like it is. It's really hard for you to find yourself in a position where you need to be dishonest. Right? And dishonesty, well, that's part of being a primate too. You know, dogs don't lie. Oh, primates are motherfucking liars, man. Everything. All the politics that we see play out, like around the world, you go watch a group of chimpanzees. That's where we got it. That's where we got it from. That's just it. Yep. The worst parts of us are often, yeah, our animalistic parts. So the mountain beaver, that's a kind of a funny, I love the way some of these come together. The masked lamb and the mountain beaver. It sounds like a superhero duo, doesn't it? Like the masked lamb and the mountain beaver. Superhero duo. Okay. You have the starborn at the bottom. So this is also talking about like a real sense of destiny here. So I don't know what it's like. I feel like there's something bigger going on than the cards that have initially come out. You also have Stingray Cobra. So the Cobra is a strong, with this deck is a strong, the strong message with this is like this: the teacher will appear when the student is ready. So, right, that this also talks about working up our confidence and clearing our chakras. So an energetic clear, something is going on here. Are you pretending? You're pretending something. I know that. You're pretending something. I don't know what it is. Like, I've given you the scenario. It doesn't have, it probably really actually is unlikely that that's the scenario for anybody, but maybe it is. But I wanted to kind of just use that because I was trying to think of what is something that I can create a very practical storyline that basically, you know, kind of shows that you're not trying to be deceptive, even though you are. Okay, that's interesting. The mountain does talk to us too about like the journey of this is quite an achievement when we are surmounting the mountain, and we learn a lot, which is also interesting because of the Cobra card. We learn a lot. So you have been in a learning process. You know, it doesn't mean that you were necessarily studying anything, but you could be. But when I say learning, I feel like that this is a learning that a lot of people don't reach the height of this. Because the mountain card also talks about being kind of humble about it. You know, if you think that you're so great because you got to the top of the mountain, well, guess what? What's at the top of the mountain? It's a great view. It's windy and cold. There might not even be much oxygen up there. But if you go in the mountain, you know, where all the miners work. It's hard work. That's like people come out of work real dirty at the end of each day. Sometimes they have shortened lifespans because the environment that they're working in is pretty hard. But that's where the shit is. That's where the good shit is. It's inside that mountain. So don't get all high and mighty about being at the top of the mountain. It's what's inside the mountain that the value is found. The coal, the diamonds, the gems, the, you know, all that other stuff, minerals, and it's inside the mountain. But you see, I see you as being, you are this hard worker. I'm wondering, okay, I'm feeling like you've put on a mask here that indicates that maybe you think you are higher and mightier than other people. I don't know why you have that mask on. Maybe it's needed because of some type of role that you have. All right. But quite honestly, you're a sweet, innocent person. You're just a sweet, sweet, innocent Libra wearing a mask. Okay. What are you pretending to be? Just ask that. What are you pretending to be or do? Successful. Okay. The Six of Wands. You're pretending to be successful here. And what's the actual deal? Well, I guess it's not successful, but then what? I mean, I think we put that on all the time. We're not always winning. That's another protective mechanism that we have, is to not show vulnerabilities, right? Now, depending on how that came about, it's also like ingrained in us not to show vulnerable. Animals do it all the time. You know, you go to the vet's office and they have all these signs. How to tell that your pet is in pain? Because they're going to try their darndest to hide it. Because why? It shows that it's instinctive. It shows that they're vulnerable. And if it shows that they're vulnerable, other animals will take advantage of that. Because the vulnerable and the weak and the super young and the super older were always attacked first in a planet of eat or be eaten. So this isn't, again, it's not like it's coming across that, you know, you're acting all high and mighty. Well, I don't know, maybe some of you are. You're acting all high and mighty, like you're the winner here, you're the best person in the world, and you're really not. Maybe somebody here is like that. I feel more like see, the Six of Wands, why would you act like that? But you're actually quite humble. See? You're actually quite humble. So what's the deal? See, one side is all sunny and colorful, and the other side is black. It's also interesting. So what is that black side of the mask? Oh, oh my God, you are learning. You are the student. Huh? Isn't that interesting? You are actually the student. You are fresh and young in this. Okay. Huh. You are a student. We're all, honestly, we're all God's children. And we're all learning to get along. Are we? Are we learning? Are we trying? So the Daughter of Pentacles is the Lamb. That is very gentle, sweet. Tell me more about the Six of Wands. The Three of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something going on here where you are pretending. Why are you pretending this? I don't know why you're pretending. You probably have your own reasons. Who knows? Maybe there's people who want to know your business, and they want to know your business for bad reasons, right? Like, you don't have to share everything with everyone. And I don't know, but it does look like to me that you're... I don't know. It just looks like you're acting like you're networking towards an opportunity, but you're actually stuck. It looks like you're networking towards an opportunity, but you're actually stuck. This Daughter of Pentacles. Okay, maybe because there's a lot you need to learn about something first. There's a lot you need to learn about something first. The Daughter of Pentacles. Jeez Louise. Look at that, the little lamb with its third eye all opened up there. The Four of Swords. Oh, the Magician. You are healing your manifestation abilities here. Excuse me. Sorry. The Ace of Cups. I did not mean that for that to be vocal. Shit happens, man. You know what? Women burp. Sometimes we fart too. Well, we don't admit to it. We usually blame it on someone else. But anyways, yeah. So you are, wow, manifesting your healing. It's very curious. You are coming out a winner here, but it's almost like, okay, you're showing up how you think, what you think some people think success is. You have a mask for those people. If there's people that think, you know what, it doesn't matter how you feel at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how you get to the finish line, as long as you get there. You are showing up to people like that, you've got, that's exactly what you're doing. But that's not, that is not what you're doing. You're actually doing something deeper here. You are doing, so it's almost like you find yourself on the mountain with a bunch of people that are just obsessed with getting to the top of the mountain. But there's a part of you that knows what? The answers are inside the mountain. I know I'm going to get dirty going in there. I know that there's nobody there to cheer me on, really. I'm just going to slug it out with a bunch of other people in the mountain. But I know that that's where I'm really going to find value here. You know, this could even be the difference between like a corporate life and, you know, then you go to your yogas. You go to your yogas, you go to your meditation. But you are being two people here, two different people. You're doing some type of shadow work. That's interesting, right? Because it's so dark on the one side here. It's just dark. Dark shadow. You're doing shadow work. Yeah, okay. When I first pulled the cards out, I got a message that came through. And it's sort of, I'm going to say it got overshadowed, but it kind of got put to the side. It doesn't really matter because stuff like that will come back as it does just now when I get into the reading. Because other stuff was coming through. But now it's coming through where when I pulled these cards out, it honestly, it did feel like to me, this is almost like showing up at work every day and you've got a big smile on your face. Hey, yeah, we got that sale. Oh, boo-boo. We're doing great. I know. It's great. And then you go home and you like block all of that out and you do, maybe you're meditating, maybe you're, you could be doing any number of spiritual things here. You could be self-care. But because it has the dark side of the shadow, like it's like there's two different yous here. There are distinctly two different Libras. But they're you. They're both you. I balance. You are. Maybe this is why this is coming through. You're finding this is not just balancing relationships, or maybe it's a new way to balance relationships in your life. So that you don't have to mix these two. You don't have to mix these two. Because there's a group where there's an energy here where it's really important that you look like you're succeeding. And succeeding to them is getting that new promotion, is getting that raise, it's getting that sale, it's getting a job. Well, it's good to be productive in life, but the Four of Pentacles is feeling like you're actually kind of spinning your wheels a little bit like that with that. Or you may just be happy where you are too. Well, it could be that. It reminds me a little bit of that. I was, my corporate life 16 years ago. There was, like, I was really happy with where I was. I was in the training department, in the quality assurance department where I worked. And I helped train new employees. I did all sorts of audits and stuff. I loved it. But they wanted me to go into management. I did not want to do that. But there was more money there. But more stress, more responsibility. And I didn't want to do it. And right? But it's almost like you're showing up like, oh, yeah, I've applied for that promotion. There's a whole part of you here that is you shut that off. You just full on shut it off. And you are doing some deep work on yourself. That's exactly what this is. You are doing some really, really deep work on yourself. Okay, so let's look at the mountain. Well, it's the Son of Pentacles. This is not a short journey. It's a long journey. It's every day. It's step by step. The Star. That's not good. The Eight of Pentacles. And the Devil. All right then. What? Okay, tell me about the beaver. Destiny. The working devil. The mountain goat. The mountain. The mountain goat. Is there some sort of Capricorn connection here? Beaver. The Ten of Wands. Who better to get all of that? Who better? No. It's kind of like coming across that the work that you do, the work that you've done has put an obstacle in front of you. No. Right? Like the beaver's just working on instinct here. Have you ever watched like little videos? These beavers that are being rehabilitated, and they have them in the house at times. I think they don't end up going back out into the wild, but they do go outside into some sort of enclosure thing, like a big, you know, they're safe and they're being little beavers. And they get like everything in the house. Like they get the teddy bears, they get the socks, they get the shoes, they get the Christmas decoration, and they'll pile it all up and make a dam with the stuff at the front of a doorway. It's hilarious. But right, like they can't help themselves. There's stuff laying around. I gotta move it. I gotta move it. I gotta put it all in a pile. It makes me feel good to do that. You know, I want to say beavers are probably, they probably have like some sort of OCD that just is genetically transferred. They don't just like piling shit up. I was like, wow, look at, I made a whole new habitat here. Because this is, we're going to pull more cards out with that Ten of Wands, but this is something that is just natural to you. It's your calling. You do it. But it's the devil. Like, how did that happen? Like, how did that happen? The star born. It's your calling. The Eight of Pentacles and the Devil, but it's both your calling and your, could be an addiction, but it could be like the beaver. There's no reason, you just do this. I don't know. I feel like I have to investigate that devil. So the beaver with the Ten of Wands, you pile all those sticks together, and it does. It dams something up. Wow, the Eight of Cups, the World. The Mother of Swords. Tell me the beaver. I mean the devil. The devil. I'm just a naughty beaver. It's a very naughty little beaver. The devil. Oh, the Nine of Swords. Yeah. The Six of Cups. And the Father of Wands. The Chariot. Five of Cups, Ten of Cups. Yeah. Okay. It could be somebody, maybe it's someone you work for. I don't know. Devil is coming across like an actual person. You've got the Father of Wands here, the King of Wands. The Nine of Swords and the Six of Cups. Oh my God, this person makes you anxious. This person makes you anxious? Are you learning about someone? Are you trying to learn about someone? There's, oh, what? Okay, I'm getting a very distinct message here. Someone here could be, like, I'm with the Star and the Eight of Pentacles, I'm getting like how our destinies are woven together. You yourself could be a reader. Like, you could be a tarot reader. You could be an astrologer. You could be, I don't know, like anything like that that has to do with zodiac energy, with stars, maybe even divination. It's kind of odd. It's almost like let's say you're doing that. Let's say you're reading somebody's chart and you come across someone here and they give you, you worry, like, this is like, is this really the devil? I don't know. That's strange because it's woven into something here. And what's also interesting is, well, where would this creature live? On the mountain. Like, on the mountain. Would totally live on the mountain. It's like finding something in its natural habitat and then being surprised you found it there. Okay, did something here create a stuck energy for you? Or did either the work you were doing has had a double-edged sword for you? The work that you're doing has a double-edged sword. I don't know what the edge is. Like I could guess at it all day long what the two edges are. I mean, the obvious fact is, you know, you could hate where you work, but you need the money. Or you could love your job, but you hate your boss. Or it's something more than that. Well, not to say that it can't be those things, but it feels like it's something bigger. Because then with this Mother of Swords, we bring some type of an ending here. It's like looking at square between the eyes and seeing exactly what it is and calling it out for that. It could be confronting something. Now, doing that with the mask. Okay, the other characteristic of this mask card is that it gives you the ability to put on a mask and say something that you would otherwise not be able to say. Like if you think about a stage performance, right? Let's say you're doing a stage performance, and let's say you've written a play that is about someone in your life that causes you trauma, heartache, or horrible shit, right? But for whatever, you can't come out and just declare it or say it for whatever reason. I don't know why, but right, you can't. So you put on a mask. Nobody knows who's doing the performance. And there are no names in his performance, but it's the symbol of it. Because the mask enables you to say something. I'm seeing that now with all these other cards with the situation. The mask lets you say something here that you would otherwise not be able to say. Could even be like a blog. You could also, you know, like there's other like tarot readers that you don't see them, right? You just see their hands, or some they just have a frozen screen of what the cards look like. There's something going on here. I see something like that here, where the mask is letting you talk about something that you could otherwise not talk about. And see, the impression is, though, that you speak about this for, I don't know, for success. Yeah, like for approval, but you actually do it to heal. That's it. You do it to heal. Because that's what's happening here with the card. It is you're actually healing yourself by having some type of vehicle where you can say something. You know, it could even be like you could have a fake email account. You could email your boss. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, and say, you know, if there's times where your boss has dealt with clients or whatever, and you know your boss isn't very nice to people, but expects you to be super nice. And you could pretend to be one of those clients. Say, you know what, I don't know who this who's going to receive this email, but I dealt with a gentleman the other day, or a woman the other day, and they were dressed in this, and they had a mustache, or they had like I found them to be very rude. It feels good. Whatever you're doing here, it heals. It heals. But you're like making it like, I'm doing this because, you know. Yeah, I see something like that here. And the mountain is this devil. Are you finding a unique way through something that you could otherwise not in any way express yourself or find validation? I don't know. I don't know that validation is important to find, although you can find that inside the mountain because it's others that are suffering, looking for the jewels. Oh, it's almost like this is coming to an end too. What has been piled in front of you is coming to an end. And you can see your way clearly. So you also have come off like a master, but you haven't really been the master. You've just been the host, right? You've been the host, or you've been the instructor, but you were also the student. And you may have been imparting, don't know, things that cause other people success, or people would, it's like other people would see this as successful, but the real success comes from inside you. And with that, you can manifest anything with that. Where this, I mean, it's limited. It's limited what you can manifest. And then it kind of like, it's just sort of an energy that, just recirculates around itself. That's a very interesting reading. I'm going to be honest, when I first pulled out the cards, I thought, I don't know. Let's just go with it. Let's just see. Because it didn't, but no, once you really start poking around at this has a very interesting nuance to it, Libra. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go, and I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I am going to ask, what is your greatest achievement yet to come? Your greatest achievement yet to come. I'm going to use the same decks. There's 2 options below in the description if you would like to follow me to the extended. Thank you so much, Librans. Till next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.